got 6 to 8 minutes to talk about something. So we should probably talk about something that everyone should at least be interested in, right? So let's talk about you. Let's talk about how successful you are. Everyone here is a success. That's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about just being a successful person. I think all of us here already are successful. We've already accomplished goals and set them and accomplished them, and we've set more goals. You have to define success on your own. I'm not going to stand here and give you the textbook definition of what success means. I think textbook definitions and giving statistics in speeches is pretty boring, so I'm not going to bore you today. Success doesn't necessarily mean that you've made millions of dollars. I certainly haven't made millions of dollars yet. I haven't made $100,000 in a year yet. But me, just like all of you, at one point in our lives, hadn't done something yet. We were at a point in our lives when we hadn't graduated high school yet. We hadn't graduated college yet. We hadn't started our careers or our families yet. But we did. When I moved to Florida, I had a lot of goals in mind. I was petrified out of my mind. I came here with $2,000, a car, 2 suits, this being one of them. Yes, it's a little suit. Some clothes and a toothbrush. I didn't have a job. For 2 weeks, the first 2 weeks of my adult life, I was unemployed. I hated it. I felt like a bum. That was probably one of the lower points in my life. But it's not like I was sitting around for 2 weeks not doing anything. I was out seeking a job, and I took the first stupid thing I could find, which was a security guard. They paid me $7.25 an hour. They gave me the extra 25 cents because I had military experience. Whoop-de-doo. I worked that job, I worked other jobs, just so I could get through the police academy, which I went part-time at night. And that took a year and a half to complete. And I look back on those days when I was in the police academy and I was living with a girl and we had nothing. When I look back on my tax records, I think that year I made $15,000 or so. Those weren't easy times. But believe it or not, I look back on those days and I think, those are the good old days. There was something good about back then. I never gave up on the dream to become a deputy sheriff. It wasn't easy. I applied to other police departments, and I got them sending me letters saying, thanks, but no thanks. We found more qualified applicants. But I never stopped. As hard as it was and as frustrating as it was, I never stopped. Here I am, broke as a joke, can't get the job I want. I'm in a state where I know only one person, and I can't get the job that I really want. I felt horrible. I'm sitting here, after 4 years of being in the Marine Corps, I'm a security guard. What's fun in my life? But I never stopped. After I'd been a deputy sheriff for a few years, I decided I wanted to become a realtor. What a great idea that was. I took the state exam, and unlike taking the state exam to become a deputy sheriff, I didn't pass it the first time. And I didn't pass it the second time. I said, what is going on? Why can't I pass this test? I was so frustrated. But I said, I'm not going to stop. I said, I don't care how many times I have to take this stupid test, even though it cost me $45 each time. I'm going to take it until I pass it. I said, because if I don't, then I failed. And I'm not a failure. I haven't failed at a lot of the things I've set goals to achieve yet, so I'm not going to stop now. And I took that test, and I passed it, and I got my real estate license. And then the market crashed, like the day after. There wasn't even a gradual decline. It's just I got my license, and it died. So, sorry, that was my fault. A few months after becoming a realtor, I read a book by Gary Keller. He's one of the founders of Keller Williams Realty. And one of the quotes in his book is, you've never failed at anything until you stop trying. And I said to myself, I said that like 4 months ago. But his book was written like 4 years before I said it. But I said it to myself. So it was kind of cool that he said it too. Setting goals is to set goals, I like to write things down. I make my to-do list for life. And it's great when you write a goal down and then you end up achieving it. Because once you achieve a goal, it gives you the confidence and the self-esteem to achieve another goal. Zig Ziglar said that success does breed success. Once you achieve that goal, it's easier to achieve the next one and then continue on. Another thing I want to talk about is making a resume for yourself. I think we get so caught up in our lives and doing what we need to do and raising our families and doing our jobs and paying our bills that we forget to look back and appreciate what we've done. That's why you should make a resume for yourself. Something for you to look back on and look at what you did and remind yourself of what it meant to you at that time, how you felt, and how it made you feel when you were done. It's okay to look back and say, I appreciate what I did. I'm a good person. But when you go home today, take a look back at what you did, set more goals, and continue to achieve them. Even when things get hard, when things get tough, don't ever give up on what you want to do. And remember what Charlie Brown said. He said, never ever give up.